Good Wednesday afternoon, family. This is Natty with Simple Me Journey. I forgot to put my mic in. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well. I'm doing great. Okay, family. So I got this sewing project I come up with. Let me put my business over here after me. See this here. So I call myself doing some decorating. Doing some decoration, right? Decorating, changing up things here in the tiny cabin. Cause I got bored with the gray to tan and charcoal, whatever this is. I got bored with. So I decided to change some colors in here. To me, it was kind of more masculine than feminine, the colors were. And I just wanted to add some colors to my place. Give it a more of a lady, girly feel. I do have videos coming out with everything that I've done. I hadn't put the video out yet. Trying to put it out last night. These people are so full of trickery. Let me get my. So family, today is April Fool's Day, April the 1st. It's 2:30. I didn't know what time it was. I was going to cut my grass, but it started raining. And I need to go back in town and get some gas. And I'm gonna use my brother's lawnmower. Okay. All right. So I have a sewing project coming up. A sewing project I'm getting ready to work on. So I had needed to change the curtain. You know, this black curtain right here. It was overrated. And it's a blackout curtain. It really helped with the sun. I mean, when I say this curtain, I put that curtain up when it's hot. It blocks the sun at 100%. So because I'm changing the decor and the color in here, I found this here curtain. I paid $18 for a pair. They're 84 inches long. And so I did the measurements. So I'm going to cut these in half. Oh, I need to put my iron in. No, I don't need the iron just yet. So I'm going to cut these in half. 42 by 42. Let me see, 84. Yeah, 42 by 42. So I'm going to cut them in half. And what I'm going to do, I really don't want a full curtain over the windows here. I might just do a little valance. Little top valance, maybe 12-inch valance for each window. Because I really don't want to hide my mini blind. And I don't want to hide the framing of the wood. But I had this tension rod I bought when I first moved out here. And this is a 18 by 28, so it expand out. And I've already checked the windows there, each window, to see if this will fit without a problem. So I'm going to put this just above, just right there in front of the mini blind. It's not going to go on the outside, it's on the inside of the window. So I'm going to use tension rod for. Let me see. So I'm only going to have enough for the cover, the front two and the side one. The side one's wrong. I don't have anything for the back. I'm not going to worry about covering the back one. Cover the back. But out of this here, I'm going to get 4 pieces out. 4 pieces out of it. So, but like I say, this is a little nice plastic. This have a fabric, so this supposed to be like 100% cover from the sun. So, I don't know. Y'all think I should iron this, steam it out first before I cut it? I don't think so. I don't want to do all of that. Do I need to? It may be a wise decision. Yeah, I think it's got a lot of wrinkles in there. But it feels really nice. And this color here matches the pillow, to be exact. See, this is a throw pillow that goes on top of the, on my love seat. Perfect. So, kind of like, you know, sometimes when you get tired of looking at something, you want to change. So I just want to, and what I'm going to do at the end of the hem, I'm not going to thread, I'm not going to use thread, I'm going to use stitch switchery. And the stitch switchery, I think I'm saying it right, helps secure the hem. You steam it. It helps secure the hem. Oh, let me see. Just some of it, yeah. And I got something wider than this here. See? And you put this here between the fabric and you steam it. It just have good hot steam and it will make it stick. I have more than just this one here. Here go, here go two more pieces here. These are different sizes, see? Let's see, just the same. No. You see almost, these two are almost the same size. One a little bigger than the other. But this is what I'm going to use to hem my curtains. I'm not going to sit up. I got a sewing machine. Why sewing machine? Why take a sewing machine out when you just stitch switchery it together, you know? And I need to take care of my my mop pad. I'm gonna take these out because my steam mop pad is not sticking to the bottom of the thing at all. So I need to work on taking care of that. Got my little glue gun. I got fabric glue in here as well. Here go another stitch adhesive. Another right here. I think I got these at Walmart. They're really dirt cheap, and I just grabbed them up. The one thing about me, honey, if I don't have to get on and put that needle out, I ain't putting it out. I ain't gonna do it if I don't have to. Well, here goes some more stitch switchery. This is a adhesive I do, because yeah, this wasn't in the package. And this is exactly what I'm going to use. I'm gonna get the wider one. This is what I'm going to use to hem up my curtain. Now, two of them, I may have to get on the sewing machine for two of. Oh, let me see. For two of them for sure. No, for three. I'm gonna have to get on the sewing machine and make the pockets. You know, cause like, let me see something. Let me check the bottom out first. Let's see what the bottom looking like. Cause the top, you know, the one that's already fixed. See, this one here is already fixed. But you run your rod through up in here, that's already fixed. So let me look at the bottom. I'm that one will flip it upside down to keep it. Oh, y'all, the bottom. Look at there. That's the bottom. There's the top. So all I gotta do this to both of them, and only stitch switchery at the bottom on one end, not all of them. What did I just learn? Yeah, this is great. Let me make sure they're both the same. Yeah, this is even greater. So I got both of my tops here. So I'm gonna cut half and half. Get ready to iron. Once I cut in half, get ready to iron, fold it. You know, I'm gonna have me like, you know, just fold it nice and then fold it again a little bit. Have like 1/4 of a fold and then have the other fold come in maybe 1 inch to 3/8, whatever. So in that way, when I do my stitch switchery, if I need to go and slip stitch a little bit, I'll do that, but I might not have to But yeah, I didn't realize that the top and bottom had the same, you know. Now my rod right there, let me show you how big the rod is. The iron's another one. You're gonna see some light in here, a little bit more light. But this here right here, and this is a great blackout curtain. I got these from Walmart too, and I have a lot of the black ones inside my storage because I use those when I car dwell. And then when I see this here, they have magnetic field, so this sticks to the wall. This sticks to the door. It's a metal door, so it sticks without a problem. So all I have to do, put this out the way. Yeah, I have a sewing machine. I have even a thing you put on the table, the floor to measurements. Oh, okay. I know what I was getting ready to do. Now this is what I'm going to fix the one for today to door. I mean the front door today. Put that in there like so. Over there. This is the outside. That rod back in there. This is going to be the top, so this is going to be really nice. It's going to be nice looking. No, I'm not going to cut this curtain in half. I thought about that for a second, but I'm not. And let me show you something else I think I'm going to do. Hold on for a second. Just to kind of get that pop of gold in here, I got 2 hooks left from the shower curtain. And I was trying to figure out how I can repurpose the hooks. Yeah, I was going to decorate, then I was nothing else, then stop. Going to decorate, then stop. How cute is that? I'll figure out how I can fix it where it won't be dangling and stuff, and I might just slip stitch these 2 on the end of the curtain, like, yeah, I think I may slip stitch them on there, just enough that when I have to take the curtain down to wash them, look at it, isn't that pretty? So I think I may slip stitch. I hope it's not ghetto. It's first started in my mind. But the brain of purple, the gold in here, I'm going to do this. Now, my rug, I haven't purchased the rug for right here yet for the door. And I'm probably going to purchase one with some gold in it. Why not? So that this will kind of bring a little, you know, pop it a little bit. As folks say, pop it, big color pop and stuff. That's what I'm going to be doing. So this is my new curtain for the front door. And at nighttime or during the day when it's hot, I close it, especially when the sun comes in, it's hot. I close the curtain up. During the daytime, I open them out. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna handle this for the daytime. I'm gonna take the whole curtain thing down because it is just like I say, very removable. This sticks to the door because it's metal, magnets in there. So this is gonna be my new curtain for the front door. And I'm thinking about, besides making full curtains, make maybe halfway valance. I think that'd be cute. Because if not, I can do the full curtain. And then I would have to do another pressure rod for the top and bottom. When I want to bring it up out of the way, I have to bring it up. But I'll think about that. Give myself some more time to think about that. If y'all have any ideas, just let me know. But this Old Faithful here, Old Faithful was just, you know. Did I sew this here? Yeah, I did. I sewed this here. I sewed this years ago. Although it had the bottom. I don't know why I wasn't thinking it was my. Let me see. See, I did, okay, I did this kind of like backwards. Apparently I wasn't thinking. But anyway, I just want to show y'all my project, my sewing project that I'm going to do. And this is going to really help some of that heat. Like when the summertime get here and that heat be coming through this door, through these windows and door, these curtains going to really help keep the place cool in the inside. These are 99%, I think. Now this black one's really probably 100% sure blackout, because when I say you can feel it blocking the heat, I can feel it. I can truly feel it. Oh. I don't know why my clothes unbuttoned. But anyway, now this here, I'm gonna have to work with my Black & Decker steamer. We need to put those on there on the pad, because the pad is not sticking like it should. So I'm having to mop with the mop on the floor, and when I pull up, the pad is coming off from the mop itself. Let me spin my pants right quick. Okay. So now I guess I better go ahead and steam out the curtain, get them straightened out so that when I cut them, they can be cut right and not be all jacked up, messed up, you know. And then I cut, once I steam them out, I'm gonna half them in half, and I'm gonna half them once I steam them, fold them in half, then cut nicely and straight. And then from there, the ends that I cut, I'm going to, well, for this one here, I'm going to go ahead and do stitch switchery, the seam, the high, you know, to get it right ready for the curtain, for the window. Because this one I'm gonna do this one today. The other one I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Let me is this kind of warm in here? What am I thinking? Oh, yeah, I'm feeling tail backwards right now. Okay, so I'm going to okay, I know. Let me get this table from behind me. A little table, y'all. I love my little TV table here. Get this out of my way so I won't bump it and knock stuff down. And now I can plug this up. I'm gonna put this on the rug here so it won't be off balance, or it won't, you know, be more steady. Whew. Yeah, I'm feeling hot. I am feeling a mature moment coming on. It's hot as heck in here. Well, I did some meat pies this morning. I had a restless night last night. I didn't sleep. I don't even believe I slept for 1 hour last night. I don't think I did. I've been just rolling on some kind of high. I don't know what kind of high it's been, but it's high. I woke up about 4 o'clock. I mean, I just got to be about 4 o'clock. You know, it doesn't seem like 4 or 5 o'clock. It don't seem like I'm going to get any rest tonight. So I figured I just might as well get up, do my meat pies. Cause I have got 3 cans of biscuits. Y'all know, like them biscuits from HB store. So had a road trip, went down there and got me some canned biscuits. I'm gonna have to bring this over some more because okay, let me just do it here. All right, so. I really think this is pretty. What you think? See the flower prints on there? Okay, so this is gonna be easy for me. Just fold this thing like this. It's really nice curtain, and I'm not disappointed with the quality. That's the kind of steam I need to. Okay, so this is half and half like this here. Just kind of knocking it. Knocking the creases out of the curtains. I'm gonna do this on both sides. Yeah, when my sister had her 70th birthday celebration last month, whew, she had her, where she had those things, the tablecloth. Y'all, I earned so many tablecloths. I don't know how many I earned. So they had, you know, kind of get them wrinkles and all them folds out of those tablecloths. And the not the chair covers. Chair covers were fine. It was the tablecloths. And did that the last party we had. The mother party we had decorated. We got a Christmas. We had a Christmas party the other year. Oh boy, hold on. And come on, get the iron tablecloths. You don't want your stuff to look all you know, bad when you're trying to do something nice, and you want it to look good. So the tablecloth ironing system. Try not to mess with this crease. It started out pretty good. Go on the other side. Okay, y'all want to know what kind of iron this is? Is it Rwanda, I think? That's what it is, Rwanda. They're not cheap. Just FYI. This mail cost about $100. I'm more than sure it did. It's hard to find good irons that's gonna put the heat out like you want it. This one here does it. You put the, you know, especially the steam. Y'all see the steam? See steam coming from there? Okay. Got a nice little crease on this one here. I intended to call one of my sisters. I intended to call her earlier and I forgot. Let me see what that whole line on the crop. I can't mess with this. This is like a plastic. So I can't iron on that side. This creases doesn't seem to want to come out. It's a little stubborn. And I might finish all these things up today. But I was supposed to, like I was supposed to mow my yard, but it started raining. And then if I'm gonna mow my yard, I need to run to the store and get some gas. And I don't want to use my brother's lawnmower and not fill it back up. But she don't care. But, you know, I don't want to do that. Make sure I fill his the lawnmower back up. And, I don't know if my other brother will come home this weekend. His wife came this weekend and mowed their yard. A couple days ago. You know, it's good to have a helpmate, a husband and wife or mate that helps you with things around the house or just help you in general. It's a blessing to have that. Okay, y'all, it's done really nice. This iron really did the thing. Hold on, stick out some here. But what I'm gonna do, see how this still creased up pretty good? I'm gonna iron it out. It's gonna be fine, because anyway, that's gonna be the area where I'm gonna do my cutting. So I'm gonna take this here, this curtain here, and I'm gonna put it over here, let it kind of put it on the edge of the bed, and let the whatever other wrinkles in it, let it here fall out. And I am most definitely, oh yeah, that iron did great. I am 100% enjoying my new look in the cabin. I really am. And like when I go back, I got to buy some black cow. I bought 2 more plants today. I got the, I think, Beauregard sweet potatoes. I got the slips. First time I ever bought sweet potato slips. My slips are moving kind of slow. So I bought the Beauregard slips today at Walmart, and eggplants in Walmart today. And I messed around there and forgot to have the guy to add the black cow. So I think I'm going to get about 8 bags of black cow. I'm going to get quite a few bags of that, because I'm going to use black cow and some raised bed soil. And y'all, let me tell you something. I'm using this fish fertilizer in that bottle gallon jug. Last year in the season, I bought one at Walmart for like $5. You know, now they probably like $15 back on regular price. And I was able to catch it on that shelf, on that clear shelf in the back. I said, huh, this is when you buy. So I've been feeding the fish fertilizer with some 10-10 on my plants out there. Yes, indeed. So I got raised beds. I got 5 raised beds. So I'm probably going to do maybe more than 10 bags of black cow. And what I need to do is empty my car, because I got some things in the back of my car that needs to come out before I go get my soil. I'm not going to have room for that stuff, so I'm going to. And when I finish messing with these things here, look like the sun is coming back out, and I really want to start some more, get my mowing started. I really want to do that. And because I really, y'all, I have been knocking out projects all week. Okay, I had to do 3 raised beds, put them together. So I got those put together. They're the ones that's out there on the, right there by the shed, on the walkway of the shed. And then I got the other 2 big silver ones, which I did, but I put those together, I think, last year. They just been inside the greenhouse, so I pulled those out. And those are going to be used, so that's why I'm thinking I'll probably do 2 bags of black cow, maybe more than that. Maybe 2 to 3 bags of black cow to each thing, to each bed. And then I need to get what else I need to get? The topsoil, that something else came on my mind. That I need to get. And you know, I bought 2 apple plants and two apple plants and 1 plum. And they're really, leaves are growing, small trees. But the leaves are growing really nicely on them. Okay, family, this is working out really good. My water's going up. This baby here, it takes some water now. Just steam your stuff up. Look at the side of already ironed. It knocks the wrinkles out pretty good. Okay, I need some more water. Yeah, I really don't miss having that air conditioning in here, okay? But I know it's getting warm, so I'm gonna have to get it out. I need to clean the air conditioner first. I'm gonna pull it out and put it on that walkway out there and run that water hose through it real good and clean it up before I put it back in the window. You know, clean out the lint. I mean, not the lint, the filter. So the filter is just wash. You can just wash the filter and it cleans out so fast. So it's not a big deal. Yeah, y'all, look this iron here. Look at this nice crease. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I need to start back exercise. I really haven't been exercising. I'll tell you what. Isn't it? Don't tell me I need to change out the battery in that thing. That's fine, because I have never changed that since I had it. Sound like I heard something. I know I heard something twerk. That may be the battery. In my smoke detector thing. Either smoke detector or a carbon monoxide detector. I have them both in here. Okay, fam, so I was going to tell you what I did yesterday. So yesterday, the project is that I had to go in there and remove the old cork from the shower. Because it was looking a little bad. And so I went early yesterday morning, I went head on and removed the old dirty looking stuff, removed that, and cleaned it up, dried it, and put the new cork in there. And it looks a whole lot better. You know, so that was a project. I need to do is cut the grass. Project I need to do now is add the curtains in here. So I'm gonna look for a gold color with a little touch of green doormat for the inside. Order one for the outside. But see, guys, when I come here on the inside, I take my shoes off. I don't walk around. I very seldom walk around with shoes on. Now, if I know I'm getting ready to mop my floor in a day or two, then I may walk through here with a pair of shoes on. But for the most part, I don't. I feel like I'm tracking the outside, inside, and it's such a small space. I want to try to keep it clean as much as possible, especially the floor. And so that's why I don't wear shoes in here. One of the time I have I have really thick socks, them snow socks on. I got a lot of house slippers, y'all, but I put them socks on before I go put them house slippers on. House slippers has never been comfortable to me. It's just to look like you putting something on to help your feet. So house slippers is just not my thing, but I do have a lot of them. I have some with really thick, heavy soles on the bottom, especially for the cold season. And I put them ski socks on my feet, and I'm good. This is good. This is working out just great. Just great. Yeah, I mean, when I say the wrinkles is gone, all the folds. Yeah, and I'm so anxious to get stuff done. I'm gonna lay this one here on the bed and let it that whatever extra let me grab my scissors out of my thing here. My fabric cutting scissors. Y'all, this is an easy iron to take care of. This iron never burn anything. See, I've been having this thing for maybe about a good 2 years, 2.5 years. And I had one that was a bit cheaper, and I just really didn't want to feel like I had any reason to keep bringing that, having that around, because it was just, you know, for the time being. Now, I already know this is 84 inches long, and so that's why, and this still has a, this still have a line in it. For whatever reason, the line seemed like it was hard that's the only one in here. I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's make sure we have this here even to even. This is even. This is even. Most important. Where's mine? Let's do this too. Let's see how this light changed thing. Where is my pin cushion? Okay, great. Oh, much better. Yeah, I do look tired. I feel tired. Believe me, I am exhausted right now. So I'm gonna make sure I got my ends straight here. Just kind of help keep my fabric in place, because I'm making this cut is as easy as possible. Make sure it's lined up and evenly. Once I get it cut in half, then I'm going to show you how we're going to do the stitch switchery, stitch adhesive. Show you how I'm going to use that. These are the top. Make sure I'm dealing with the top. I don't want to cut it the wrong way. It's the bottom. And the reason why I'm doing all this, y'all, because I don't want to. I don't want the cut to come out so uneven when I get ready to do the stitch switchery stuff. Then I'm going to be dealing with a lot of uneven stuff. Let's see, I'm going to take my scissors, I'm going to cut through here. Now that this is done, I'm going to go ahead on and give myself a little extra guideline here. Yeah, I'm not using measuring tape. And I already know it's 84 inches long. So, and I want 42 for each curtain. Where I put my scissors? Oh. I'm going to move this out the way right quick. And, okay. So, I caught myself trying to keep it where that, when my cut is, I have a good clean cut. So that's why I took my time and pinned it up here. And some of the side, not all the side, but some of it, you know. Let me make sure this is laid out right. Okay, hold on, I got a little. Something off. So I wish I had. I can do this the other way, but I'm not. Okay, this is good. So I'm gonna take these scissors here and just cut the fabric. Y'all can't see me cutting the fabric. It's nice. Yeah, I think I have another little thing that I can just rip right through here where I don't have to use the scissors. I know I have some other thing. I know what it is. Yeah, I'm doing this on my own. I'm not a sewing teacher. And I used to sew a lot many years ago when I was like, mainly when I was in high school. I used to sew a lot of my clothes in high school when I was in high school. And this is actually my first, is this my first sewing machine I think I had, yeah, that I had bought. I've been having it for some years. Alrighty, now let's take my pins and individually put them back where they belong. Put them back in the cushion. I don't want to, as I pull them out, each one get to go back into the cushion. I don't want to accidentally not put them right because I don't want to step on one of these things. Believe me, I do not like getting stuck by a pen at all. No, it's not my favorite thing. So I'll be real careful with these pens. Did any of you guys take up home economic in school, high school? Okay, family, here we go. There. I have 2 pieces. All right. La-la. Okay, let's get the iron. I'm gonna put this up against the, I'm gonna go this way, get the iron down there. I already measure it against the window. Yeah, this is gonna be perfect. Now, like I say, this one here is probably going to be the one that's going to be a full size. I mean, a half. That's going to cover the whole window. I'm trying to decide on how I'm going to deal with the other curtains. Let's see. Let's just put a little bit more water in this. I may need the pins. I don't need the scissors. And I'm going to put some more water in because I'm going to show you how I'm going to turn it twice. Iron water. Need some water. So yeah, I don't know about that. I think I was saying, but I lost train of thought. I worked on some meat pies. Yeah, I was saying earlier this morning. I worked on some meat pies. And y'all look at here. So it's got a nice size right there. I don't have to deal with the side. I don't have to deal with the top. I just have to deal with the bottom. So this thing worked out really great. Nice little plastic on here. Now I'm going to turn this. I have a little gauge thing. I only want to turn it like 1/4, and then I think, let me see what the size of my stitch swishery that I'm going to use. Where's that gauge? Right here. Whew, I got some loose pins in here. So, I'm getting the gauge thing here. This one. Look at my stitching stuff. Okay, this is what I'm going to use. Adhesive strip, adhesive tape, stitch swishery, what they used to call it, as well. That's the wrong size. No, I'm going to leave them both out. This is my gauge here. And what I want to do is take my gauge. Okay, see this here? Okay, let me back this up a little bit so y'all see. So I'm going to take my gauge here. Where my glasses at? I need to know my size. Oh, my phone, that's not a phone back. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Okay, so I'm taking my little gauge thing here. Kind of help gauge my, the first turn. So my first turn, let's see, I want it to be, this is 1 centimeter, I think. Yeah, just one. So I'm going to go with just one all the way across. Just one. And then I'm going to, once I do that, then I'm going to bring this up one more time like this here. So, and when I do this, I don't have to necessarily iron it. I mean, necessarily sew it. I'm just going to fold it and steam it real good. I might just tack it a little bit. But I want to do a, right at one, the one, I guess it's 1 meter, one. So I'm going to fold it over for one. And I'm going to keep that measurement all the way down because keep this measurement all the way down. I know how much hem I'm losing. Because when I'm doing this, I'm losing just a little hem, not much, but just a little bit. Let's bring this on the edge. Bring my pin on the edge of the cloth here. And see, I'm doing this here. And I'm not, like I said, my plan is not to, now usually if you're going to sew, you turn it on and you sew this part, you sew it. But I'm not. I'm trying to make my work as easy as possible, okay? Let's keep this gauge right where it needs to be. That way I won't come out with a uneven, bad setup. And I'll go back and forth and make sure my measurements are right. Try to keep this little gauge on one. See the little blue thing? Try to keep that on one. All the way down. Keep that on one. So I'm watching. Okay, let me go down and take this here. Let's steam down on here. Okay. It's giving me a creases. The crease is what I want. Like I say, this part I'm not putting a stitch swishery on it. But my main thing is go all the way down on all the way to the end using gauge number 1 and steam it. And I can tap it with, I can do that. I'm gonna put a little bit, I'm gonna fold a little bit in there. Try to get it where it won't, hold on. Got to get it in that crease the right way. Make sure that it's on that 1. Okay. Let's bring it over a little bit more. So. Okay, y'all, it didn't take. Okay, don't tell me I had to iron this mess. That's okay. It's hot, so I'm gonna just stick it in here. Maybe when it cool, it'll do. And I'm gonna try a little bit more of this here. I'm taking a little bit of pieces. And I'm sliding them here like this here. And then I'm folding it. Fold it in. There we go. And make sure I got this number right. It's on 1. And I have to make sure the stitch swisher is in there like I need it to be. Make sure my number is on 1. It's there. Bring it on down. Still on 1. So get it with, y'all, this thing ain't nothing to play with. And I'm gonna put that because it's not sticking maybe because it's plastic, some kind of rubber. But I'm gonna let it sit. I'm not gonna be disappointed just yet. Just let it see what it's gonna do. A little bit more tape. Put it inside the part. My hem. Bring it over. Turn it over. Let me make sure I'm at number 1. Yeah, I'm at 1 there. Come on, let's get this straight. I'm at 1 here. Oh, that's stuck. Okay. Y'all, look how nice that is. So it's gonna stick once it cools. Okay. So once I finish this here part, then I'll go with more. Bring it up some more. Maybe about this much. Maybe I'll make sure. Maybe bring it up about. Maybe a good inch. No, I'm looking at 2 inch, maybe 2 inch. Yeah, but it is sticking. I can feel it. So using this here is not a bad idea. Although it's plastic, it is sticking, adhering to the plastic against it. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I left out at. Off that. A little bit more. Try to make this go by as fast as I can. Oh, guys, it's been almost a whole hour. It's 53 minutes. I hope you guys watch it and enjoy and learn something here. I do every so often do little sewing projects, depending on what I'm trying to sew. I'm not an expert, but like that, I used to sew when I was very young in high school. Actually, in high school, I sewed all of my clothes. Most of my clothes. Means most of them. I did buy clothes, but I was big on sewing my clothes for sure. Me and one of my other girl who was close, and boy, she used to design some stuff. She was really. So it's sticking. I can see it's sticking. So, yeah, in case you guys want to know how to, this is just a little sewing tip here to kind of, you don't have to spend a whole lot of time trying to sew by hand or getting on the sewing machine. And the sewing machine probably quicker. You know, what am I talking about? It can be most definitely quicker. But this thing, at this point here, I don't feel like taking the sewing machine out. I gotta take it out, sit up on the table, hook it up, plug it in, check the stitching out. Ooh. Yeah, all of that good stuff. I caught myself when I was car dwelling, caught myself making a sleeping pillow, y'all. Oh, that was horrible. It wasn't comfortable. That's the problem. It wasn't comfortable. I did a sleeping pillow, but it wasn't comfortable. So yes, it is sticking. Did I do this corner? Let me show y'all. See, it's sticking. Yeah. Okay, let's put this on this side. Like I said, it may take me some days. Oh, wrong way. Having my arm too close to this darn hot iron. Let's put this here because I do not want to lose none of these pins. Let's see. I don't want to drop in these pins on the carpet, on the floor, and in my little area rug. Just went back and touched that up. All right, so I am really making some waves here. I have this much more to go, halfway there, and you all get the idea. And just I'm not going to keep you all on this thing any longer, but just to let you see, there's other ways to sew without actually using a sewing machine. Use this adhesive, cloth adhesive tape for sewing. Okay, this tape has been a little wacky, but we're gonna use what we can use. I can tell you that much. Ain't my scissor? Oh, there's a couple of pieces here stuck together. Okay. All right. So again, I'm not going to keep y'all much long. Just want to show you all that there are ways that you can sew without actually taking out a sewing machine. Yeah, I call this sewing too. It is. You're mending stuff together. So this sewing. Take my little measuring guard here. I learned how to use this in school when I was sewing in school. So this is going to look nicely made. It's not professionally done, but it's not going to look tacky. That's the thing. It's not going to be looking tacky when I'm finished. It's going to look nice. Yeah, but I could go and get the sewing machine out and make this stitch and that stitch. Why be bothered? And I don't need to be bothered with all of that. So, back to all the projects. I'm going to end this soon. Like I said, a project started this week where I wanted to, well, the other week I started cleaning out the greenhouse, which I didn't finish that. Ran into a snake, you know, I just stumped my rope right there. And so I'm like, okay, let me put some stuff in here so the snake can run his way on up out of here. I ain't trying to fight or challenge the snake. Yeah, if I get hold of one of them and I got the upper hand, he gone. I'm always gonna try to keep the upper hand on these snakes out here because they are out here. So ran into that, kind of, like I said, kind of put me on hold for a second. But at the same time, I was I don't know if I was waiting for my greenhouse cover to come in or not, or I probably already had it. But I had that. So I still have the greenhouse project. To clean it up, I'm going to scoop everything out. I'm going to put some more ground cover on, and then I'm going to put some tarps on it, on the ground. I'm going to use the greenhouse for my yard tools. I had decided nothing really got wet. I do have a bunch of big strips in it where it tore up, but I do have a brand new cover for it. And I'm going to, like I say, I'm thinking about keeping the old tarp on there. At the same time, I have to think about how I'm going to tie it to, which I probably can, because some areas of the old tarp is torn. So I'm thinking about leaving that on there. But y'all, let me tell you something. That greenhouse get hot. It gets hot. I don't even know how anything survives in there. It gets hot in that greenhouse. I mean, it gets hot, and that's summertime. I mean, no, that's wintertime. So no one imagine how hot it is in the summertime in that thing. It gets hot. So, but I'm going to use the greenhouse for yard tools. I thought about using when I bought the shed, it was all about me putting my yard tools inside of it. I'm looking at how nice it is. It's very nice. The shed is not bad at all. And you know, my shed, the one that I bought, that's 280 square feet. Well, that's going to be used for other stuff. I might as much even I'm thinking about adding a little room, putting a room, making a little portion of it out of a room. So if I have company come, that'll be a place that company can actually sleep in. You know, so I said I will put like a little, I don't know if I'm put a bunk bed in there or just a twin bed. It's not gonna be no full, not gonna be no full or no queen. No, just gonna be probably a maybe a bunk bed set. I can put it because I do have electric in it, so we can put air conditioning in it. If someone wants to come and stay all night in that thing, I might even buy as much as pay for a some kind of toilet system to go in there. So if somebody in there at night, they can use the little toilet system. They're gonna have to empty it out themselves, you know. So that's the only thing. So I thought about doing that. Then I have to do a whole lot of rearranging too, because you know I just have stuff in there however they are just in there. So you know, it'll be nice with a little TV in it, a chair, or whatever. It's gonna be nice if I decide to do that. It's gonna be a nice little sleeping spot. You know, I might get one of them little more expensive little toilet situation that has the gel stuff that you can use when you need to use the toilet. When the person needs to use the toilet. Have a little gel stuff, and they don't have to necessarily come in here at nighttime. They can just use that, and they want to shower or whatever, then yeah, come in and shower. But for the nighttime, they in there, they want to come in the cabin at night, then that's good too. Okay, family, this is Natty's Simple Journey. I have completed one portion of this here. Let me bring it to you. Sure, it's really nice. Look how nice it looks on the outside. This is the inside, and it is bonded. It's stuck together. See? Yeah. So now I'm going to do maybe. Let me check my measurements again. I think I did pretty good on my measurements for 42. It's going to be still a lot of room to cover the top and bottom more. Yeah. So I can do 2 inches on the bottom without a problem. So I can take this here. We're going to do it this way. And I'm going to get you guys off of here. Just want to show y'all my sewing project. This is an added project. This was not no project on my list, y'all. Where my scissors? This was not a project on my list at all. But I did realize that the curtains up there looks pretty bad. They serve their little curtains serve its time. So, and I think I'm going to do 2 inches. Yeah, I think a 2 inch hem would be nice. So let's go 2 inches, or I can do 3 inches, but I'm gonna go 2. Let's see how many inches there. No, let's do 2.5, because I want this to be longer than this here. So I'm gonna do maybe about 3 inch on here, and I'm gonna have to take my scissors, probably tack that together so it won't look funny. But yeah, I like this side because it's still gonna be Plenty of room from the top to the bottom. This is giving 4 inches. Let's do 3.5. Let's see what 3.5, 4, 3. Yeah, 3.5 is perfect. Right there, that's perfect. All right, I'm not going to keep you all, but just wanted to show you what I'm doing. And thank you for staying and watching my video. Please hit the like, subscribe, and share. And this is where I am making some curtains for the cabin. Like I say, for the this one here is for the window, for the door, and for the I'm gonna do the 2 front windows, and I'm gonna do the 2 side windows. And I'm thinking about cutting them in half. I'm thinking about not having a full curtain for those windows. Which when I cut these, is 84 inches long. When I come in here, they give me 42. So they give me good width. And it will cover the window, but I don't want to cover the window. I think I'm going to make valance. So I may be doing a little bit more sewing, making the valance for the other 4 windows. This is for the front door, and it's going to be simple and easy. I'm not going through a lot of stuff with this here at all. But just to say, you can sew without actually using your sewing machine. You can sew without actually doing the needle and thread. Use this strip fabric adhesive tape. Like they used to call it stitch swishery. I love it. I use it in past. Even when you're hemming pants or anything, this is one quick way of hemming your pants, and have that good hot steam where the heat will close it up and still it good. You don't have to worry about the hems coming out and stuff. But you know, that's it. Now if I choose to go and stitch it at the end, just to have a little stitch that I may or may not, probably won't. I don't want to do a whole lot more work. But anyway, this is Natty Simply Me Journey. Hope y'all enjoyed the sewing class today. And family, hit the like, subscribe, and share. You all have a blessed day. Family, I want to thank all my old and new subscribers. I appreciate you all taking the time out to watch my video. This is way longer than what I usually do. Way longer. But anyway, continue to watch my videos. That's the best way you can support me. Family, y'all be blessed. And it's about what? It's about your journey. Take your journey, family. Bye-bye.